Yeah, my name is Chris Tatro. I'm the Vice President of Hometown Hero Outdoors. And this weekend, actually a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday here with Arik Matson. We are supposed to be in Alaska this week, and we are out on Mille Lacs instead doing some fishing to get Arik out on some fish and time out of the house. Try to get him out and not worry about not being in Alaska and do something different with him for now.
Good, nice to meet you.
You too.
Thank you.
Happy holiday.
Nice to meet you.
Stoker, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
On side or anything? Good to go?
He's ready to catch some fish.
Yeah, he wants
That's
some
what he's
fishing.
saying.
All right.
Plan.
So let's go. All right. Let's roll. We'll get lined up. We'll probably have something in the rear and something. Okay. Yeah. So how So the legacy hunt is something that we refer to Arik's hunt. With Arik's situation, we wanted to allow him to be able to do something that he thought he never would get to do with his recovery and everything with being shot in the head. And with that, he chose a king eider waterfowl hunt up in Alaska. With that hunt, Arik is able to fulfill a dream even after his injury. And we thought it was important that he was able to do that. His life has always been altered from here on forward, not being able to do all the things that he used to love to do. We thought it was important to be able to provide that to him. Hey Arik, this is Mike over here, and Ben. Ben is the owner of Beachside. Mike is one of the owners as well.
Hey, nice to
Pleasure
see
to
you.
meet
Nice
you.
to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, these guys got everything put together for us for fishing on Mille Lacs for the next couple of days here. So couldn't go get Alaska ducks, so we came up to walk on to visit these guys instead.
Mm-hmm.
So
Get you on some big walleyes today, hopefully.
All right.
I'll bring you out to the house now. We'll lead you out there and get you set up, and hopefully we get some fish on in the houses quick here. Nice meeting you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Ben Lipinski. I'm the owner here at Beachside Resort. We've owned it since 2016. This is Mike Verdeja. He's my partner on the ice.
I've been guiding the lake for the last 12 years. Just kind of teamed up with Ben and started really trying to ramp up at Beachside here. And you know, in the summer I guide all year, and in the winter I help Ben and just operate and run the whole operation here out on the ice. Chris reached out to me and said, "Hey, we're trying to do something special here for Officer Matson," and I talked with Ben right away, and we jumped on it because there's no doubt we'd love to be part of getting him out here and trying to provide him a good experience out here and just hopefully help in some way.
Yeah, and Chris has also brought some different opportunities for us to help out with HHO in the last couple of years.
Just the ice fishing experience, I'm sure he'll like. It's always about a little bit of camaraderie, you get everybody together, do a little eating, drop some lines, have some fun, and hopefully we can provide a service that he enjoys out here the whole time with the ice castles and everything else. A lot of actually nice perch have been getting caught as well, and of course we're on Mille Lacs, so big walleyes are around every corner.
being able to hunt we felt was very important. That's why a documentary is being built with his struggles and what his life was like before and what it is now, and being able to fulfill that dream. So with the legacy trip, with the referral to it as a legacy trip, we felt that it was important to be able to fulfill that for him and then other people after him. And Arik's gonna help mold those next trips as well.
All right, well, I'm Jeff Frawley, and I'm a videographer with Rogue Productions. I am Dale Mord, and I am the owner of Rogue Productions, director, and Jeff is the assistant director of the documentary. HHO and Rogue connected when later in 2019, when they had their Operation Birdie golf tournament. I was playing in a tournament with my friend Travis, and Travis said, "Hey, you should go talk to these guys and start doing some videos for them." I gave him a card and told him, what we could do, and Rogue donated a couple of videos for them, and they loved it. And then not too long after that, they had asked if I wanted to go film a video in Alaska. What is it that we're doing? He said, well, we're putting together a trip for the officer from Waseca that was shot in the head on duty. When I told my parents, they were like, wow, that's a cool story. And then I started to think, this should be a documentary. So then I came to Chris and said, hey, we should make this more than just a video.
From my perspective, I am also a veteran, so I served in the Army for 8 years, most of which was an infantryman with the 82nd Airborne. I got a really awesome phone call one day from Dale, and I think you started the phone call with, hey, you want to go on a trip to Alaska next year? And I was like, yes. That didn't really take much time to think about it. It was a pretty instant yes. I would love to go to Alaska. What are we doing there? And that's when Dale kind of told me and filled me in on the whole story of Arik and the incident and the backstory and what HHO had put together for Arik. And it was a project that I couldn't say no to. I had to be involved in it.
When Arik requested to do a king eider hunt, that was something that was out of my wheelhouse. I wasn't 100% sure what that was, but I did know that it was something that we could do within North America, and started doing some searching. We found Charles Somerville out of Alaska up in St. Paul Island and had conversation with him regarding his hunts. And up in Alaska, there's actually only 3 guides that king eider waterfowl guide, and Charles was the very first one. Those conversations, Charles was very gracious. He did say that 6 people were required to come on those, and he donated 2 of those positions to actually go to the hunt itself. We wanted Arik to have this experience with a couple friends, people that were close to him, and that's when he chose his friend Jeremy, who is waterfowl hunted with us most of his life, and also his uncle Paul, who taught him how to waterfowl hunt.
I'm Arik Matson. I'm 34 years old. I have 2 beautiful little girls. They're 7 and 9. And prior to this adventure in my life, I was a police officer in the city of Waseca. January 6th of 2020, while I was working as an officer, I responded to a call and was shot in the head and changed my life forever. And just kind of been persevering and overcoming a lot of things in life and learning how to really just learn all my old skills back again. HHO has brought me up to Mille Lacs to go fishing because we can't go to Alaska right now because of the island being shut down. So we're here just having fun and making new memories with friends and telling jokes, and so we're just here to have camaraderie and spend some time, like I said, with my good friends. One of the guys is here ice fishing with me. Jeremy is coming to Alaska with me as well. I think it's honestly kind of a blessing in disguise because I can get stronger and just keep making my arm getting it stronger to shoulder the shotgun.
There's a lot of people donated a lot of money. A lot of people bought a lot of shirts, and HHO put a lot of work into raising this money in time for this trip, and to get delayed because of COVID, and Charlie Somerville is physically not able to guide us. But you know what? That's just a blessing in disguise, and now Arik has more time to, I guess, heal, so he can make sure that trip is successful, because it'll be tough.
Everything happens for a reason. But we're still up here, we're still having a great time, and I think this extra year is really going to allow Arik another opportunity to get in even better shape for this hunt, because we are going to one of the most remote places on the planet. The fact that Arik wants to do it, the fact that we're going to get him through it, and he is going to do it, is impressive. As much fun as we're having here, I'd rather be in Alaska, obviously, and now we get another year to get there.
It might be for the better.
Yeah, I think it will be.
That's a fish. Come on, come on. Walleye.
There we go.
Just try.
20 and a half.
See you, buddy. Love it. Good shot, buddy.
So when it comes to Arik's hunt, the legacy trip, we can't do it without public support. People are very integrated with what Arik has been through, not only small community-wise, but as a state and surrounding states. And without support from the community, businesses and sponsorships, there's no way that this thing would be able to come to fruition. Very, very important in order for it to occur. And without it, there's no way it would be happening. You know, a lot of our large sponsorships that have occurred, you know, through Rapala, Strikemaster, GTEL, Bosch Shot Shells, Eden Prairie Shields is a huge one. Also with Benelli, Covey, Sales, they've all been very influential in this, helping make this happen. The shirt sales too, from the community. Relentless Defender helped design a shirt for us to actually raise funds for this trip. These funds that have been raised through the shirt sales, through the community, are one of the biggest pieces that have helped stand this trip up, and as well as the documentary. It was probably one of the largest items that supported financially this whole thing.
So the sponsors and helping all this, all these events happen, have been crucial, and without them it wouldn't be a possibility. So when I got to go to Shields and get some new gear for the trip, I worked at Shields in college, and they're just an amazing company. And Chris was just in here and we talked about their top-notch customer service, and that they always have what you're looking for. And then Rapala lures, I mean, they've been my favorite since I've been fishing since I was like 8 years old. Yeah, when I worked at Shields, I was able to buy a Benelli shotgun for all my duck hunting adventures. I've had that gun for like 12 years and it's never let me down. The newest one I just got is the one I'm going to take on the trip because it's light enough where I can shoulder it. And it's got a synthetic diamond coating on it that's going to help protect it against the seawater, the salt in seawater.
But the sponsors do make this trip possible.
But just know that we're going. We're going to make this happen.
Well, the story, I've told it a lot, but it's a good story of perseverance and how friends can help other friends out, because I had the right people there to save my life and the right doctor. So I guess it's just my priorities in life have changed so much. Like my favorite thing to do now is hang out with my girls and just be grateful for every day. Kind of what we've taught people, and what I want people to take away from it is just be good or be nice and be good to other people whenever you can, because it's come tenfold for me. So kind of that golden rule is treat others how you want to be treated. Well, even to get this trip set up I thought it'd be a retirement thing like 20, 30 years down the road. And I came home and like, no, we're gonna go to Alaska and you get to bring people with. I was telling everybody about it just yesterday. You know, I'm so excited to get out of when we were kind of meeting up here and shaking hands, how cool it's gonna be how excited I am when we actually get to Alaska and we get out and shake hands. Like, this is actually happening, guys. Count down the days and working to get better till we can go shoot those king eiders.
We wanted everyone to know that this is still going to happen and that Arik will get on a king eider bird, at least in 2023.